Easy fermented lemons and how to use them. Let me show you how. My name is Jersey. Let's jump right in. I never really measure, but I'm going to try to measure for your convenience so you'll have the recipe. But first, before you begin, you really want to wash your lemons well. We use our own veggie soap and we rinse very well before we start the fermenting process. I'm going to juice 1 full lemon, which we need for the recipe. If you rock the lemon back and forth on a hard surface, it really gets the juices flowing. Look below, I'll leave the link in the description to all the benefits of lemons that I have written on my blog. There are several ways that you can get fresh squeezed lemons. You can either squeeze it by hand after you cut them in half, or you can use an electric juicer like I'm using now, or you can go old school and use the manual lemon squeezer. Either way, you need fresh lemon juice. Like I said before, I usually don't measure this. We got about 1/4 cup. It's a small recipe, that's okay. And I'm gonna save these, add them to some moonshine, and make some natural lemon cleaner. These were washed well with our veggie soap and rinsed. Let me go ahead and start peeling them, and then we'll be right back. Try to get that white pith off. It makes it very bitter. You most certainly can add the rind and the pith and just slice the lemons, but I do not prefer that. Occasionally I do that for certain meals that I like to make and have the rind on it. I like to cube them, and then I start filling up the UV mason jar. Let me go ahead and do 2 more, same way. This is 3 full lemons cubed, and this is the juice of 1 full lemon. So that's 4 lemons totally used. There is a little bit of room for more lemons, but you will have to increase the salt, add a little more vinegar and lemon juice. It's best to start with this recipe. I like to use Kabocha, but not everybody has Kabocha, so I'm going to show you how to use apple cider vinegar. I have lots of scobies, so I make my own. For this recipe, I'm going to show you how to use apple cider vinegar. See the little SCOBY in there? That's the mother for the vinegar. When I run out and need to make more, I will do a full video on how to make apple cider vinegar. For this small batch, you only need 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You won't need it if you have Kabocha, but if not, use 1 tablespoon. Add this right over the lemons, right on top. This smells so good. Now you're going to add 1 tablespoon of fine sea salt. Do not use canning salt. Sprinkle that right on top. This is when I like to add my glass weight. I push it down, and then I like to add my lemon juice. See how you push it down and the lemon juice is covering everything perfectly? If for some reason there wasn't enough lemon juice, you have 2 choices. You can add more lemon juice, squeeze another one, or add Kabocha or a little bit more of cider vinegar. It is imperative that you need to have liquid covering the lemons. You could do all this in a bowl and then put it in. I'm going to wipe the top well. I'm going to add my silicone airlock and outer ring. Usually when I ferment, I check 5 to 7 days, but for this recipe, don't even start clocking this. This needs to sit on your counter a minimum of 2 weeks for fermenting to start. And as always with fermenting also, I always place a pan underneath the fermenting vessel. So many times it oozes out the top. If you are just starting fermenting and you do not have the glass or the silicone, check out my other video, Easy Fermented Pickles. I'll leave the link above. I will show you a workaround that you don't have to incur more expenses when you're starting fermenting. There's an easier way to do it. After 2 weeks, I will take the outer ring off and the silicone, add a leak-proof lid, and put it in the refrigerator. This could last up to 6 months in the refrigerator. I use it before that time because I make small batches. If you want to, you could actually double the recipe. Add about 5 to 6 lemons. You'll have to increase the sea salt to about 3 tablespoons. You would have to increase the lemon juice to about 1 cup, and you would have to have 4 tablespoons vinegar or Kabocha. We are empty nesters, so I like making a small version, and I really enjoy making a fresh batch every few months. And this is a great beginner recipe. Now I'm just going to talk just for a few minutes of how you can use fermented lemons and fermented lemon juice once you make it. One way I love is to make a fermented lemon zesty salad dressing. So easy. And I also like to make a creamy fruit salad with fermented lemon dressing. I just throw whatever I have together. Each time is different, but let me tell you, it is excellent. And now it is blackberry season on the mountain. We have them everywhere, and I love to make a lemon curd with fermented lemons topped with blackberries freshly picked. Sometimes I do make fermented lemons slices because Ray absolutely loves it on his salmon. We put it on it, and then we actually smoke it with the lemons right on it. Adds a whole new flavor and dimension. Now my son, he loves guacamole, and adding just a little bit of fermented lemon juice really gives it that zing that it really needs. Making the perfect sweet and sour sauce includes just a little bit of fermented lemon and lemon juice. I like to have it over chicken and rice with broccoli or over beef that's cooked all day. Excellent. And I save the best for last. When I make fermented coleslaw, I'll leave the link above. When I make the sauce to go with it, I have to have that fermented lemons. It reminds me of my mom. She always said it gives it a little bit of love. And there you have it, lacto-fermented lemons. Super easy. Please subscribe, hit that bell, all notification, and make sure before you leave, you check out my playlist, Cooking from Scratch.